Welcome to a brief overview of the PDS Trader. The purpose of this video is to provide a quick overview of the software. We are not going to cover the specifics of how to trade each strategy. We already have an entire weekly option course that covers that. So, what is the PDS Trader? The PDS Trader is a unique options software that is designed to easily find opportunities for 6 option strategies trading weekly options. The strategies that the PDS Trader uses are covered calls, naked puts, debit calendar spreads, credit calendar spreads, vertical credit spreads, and vertical debit spreads. The PDS Trader also has a variety of filters to show only trades that meet certain criteria, but we'll get to that later. Using our program, you can use free data with a slight delay or connect with Juno to receive live data. Using Juno also gives the ability to place trades directly from the platform. For information about setting up a Juno account, go to www.junotrade.com. In this video, I'm going to connect to JunoTrade because I want to show you how simple it is to find an opportunity and then place a trade from the PDS Trader platform. However, before I get there, let's go over a few of the strategies and features of the program. As you can see, this is a very simple, easy to read application. Starting with the Display Calls tab, which we use for covered calls, you can select which expirations you want to view, then start looking for opportunities. The expirations currently showing are the 316, the 322, 328, and the 420s calls. Let's look at the 316 calls. Here you have the stock symbol, the price of the underlying stock, the change percent since yesterday's close, and the expiration. A unique new feature that we have added is the earnings events column, which lets you know about any upcoming earnings that may impact the trade. You'll note that some of the earnings events dates are color-coded. Blue means that the company will have a conference occur before the expiration of the option. Red means that the company will have an actual earnings release before the expiration of the option. Blank or non-colored values mean that there is no earnings event scheduled that will occur before the expiration. This is a powerful feature since many weekly options opportunities are based on events that are likely to cause increased volatility. The PDS Trader then shows you which strike price the opportunity is for, then the strike distance, which is how far the option is from being at the money. The bid, ask, and last are pretty self-explanatory. You'll note that there are 2 different colors in the extrinsic volume column over here. The green colors represent options that are out of the money, while the orange cells show options that are currently in the money. The max flat gain is the maximum return you can expect to make from this opportunity, and is our main sorting method for finding covered call opportunities. The protection is another important number as it shows how much the market can move against you while you remain at break even. The higher, the better. Now let's stop right here and show a few features of the PDS Trader before we move on to the other strategy types. First, there can be hundreds of opportunities showing at once, so we made it to where you can simply click a column header to sort. As I said earlier, we sort by max flat gain first, so I'll go ahead and do that by clicking here. Now we are seeing some good opportunities, but there are still too many to search through to find options that meet our criteria. This is where the filter editor comes in. The filter editor is a powerful feature that gets rid of opportunities you are not interested in. In this filter, I will show you how to weed out some of these options. Access the filter editor by right-clicking any column header, and then selecting Filter Editor. As you will see, this is a quick process. We'll require the max flat gain to be above 2%, and the protection to be above 3%. Select Apply to see which opportunities meet this criteria. Now we have some pretty good opportunities that meet the standards of what we are looking for. The filter editor can also be used for earnings releases to only show opportunities that won't have earnings before the expiration, or to only show opportunities that will have earnings before the expiration. Moving on to other strategy types, you'll note that Display Puts is the exact same columns as Display Calls. This is because they are quite similar. Selling a put is essentially the same as trading a covered call, but requires one less transaction. With debit calendar spreads, we are comparing a near option with a far option using the same strike price. In the tabs, we are comparing the different expirations. We generally look at the upcoming weekly option and compare it to the next monthly option, though not always. So here, we'll look for the 316 versus the 420. Sort by the extrinsic value ratio, or EV ratio. We look from highest to lowest, then look for opportunities that have a debit, also known as the maximum risk, that meets our standards. Here again, PDS Trader has done the work for us to see which opportunities have upcoming earnings events so we can make a more informed decision. We could use the filter editor to narrow these opportunities down even more. Credit calendar spreads are very similar to debit calendar spreads, but the credit is the maximum profit potential. We sort by spread ratio and look for the lowest. Then we also look for a high credit since this is our maximum reward potential. Again, the filter editor will come in play, narrowing down the list of trades to what you are wanting. Vertical credit spreads have a calculated credit, which is the maximum profit, and maximum risk column. So we have a profit to risk percent that we sort by. We sort from highest to lowest to show the best risk to reward ratios. We are looking for a decent break-even move over here as well as our secondary filter. Switching over to debit vertical spreads, we sort by the same methods, profit to risk percent, looking for the highest. We also look for BE moves as our secondary filter. This is by no means an in-depth view of any of these strategies. If a few of these strategy types that I've briefly gone over here are not familiar to you, note that they are all fully explained in the How to Profit from Weekly Options course to show you how to trade all of the strategies on your own and what numbers to look for in each of these trades. So now that we've gone through these strategies, let's see how easy it is to place a trade from the platform. This process is the same for all strategies. Simply click Trade in the far right column and the order box is already filled in. Here you have the buy to sell. This is selling to open. The quantity is 1 by default, which you can change. List the symbol, the strike, the expiration, and you can enter a limit price, or you can change that to market. Here, we're going to change that to market. I'm going to place the order. The order now shows in the Open Positions tab with your Open P&L. Because this video is such a simple overview of the basic features of the PDS Trader, we strongly recommend reviewing our additional material on the Resources page. If you go to our Resources page, you can also find the PDS Trader Manual, which goes into all of this in a much greater detail. For additional questions or support, feel free to email customer service at paydaystocks.com or into our live chat by going to www.paydaystocks.com and clicking Live Chat on the left. Thank you.